Single motherhood is increasing rapidly, and more men are growing up without a father. And you notice how no one wants to talk about this. Like, if you even mention the effects of single mother households on men, people act like you just insulted their entire bloodline. But let's be real. This isn't about blaming single moms. It's about understanding the real impact so we can actually do something about it. And if you grew up without a father, you already know what I'm talking about.
Ruined my life!
How could I ruin your life? I wasn't even there.
In the next 10 minutes, I am going to show you what these struggles are, what causes them, and a few ways to get rid of them forever and be a better person. This isn't about empty motivation or feel-good words. These are the hard truths you need to hear, and the steps you need to take to break through. So, what happens when a boy grows up without a father? Here's the reality. Boys from single mother homes are twice as likely to drop out of school. They're more likely to struggle with self-discipline and emotional control. They have a higher chance of getting involved in crime, drugs, and risky behavior. And as adults, they often have a harder time with relationships, careers, and even self-confidence. Now, before you start rage commenting, let's be clear. This doesn't mean every boy from a single mother home is doomed, but it does mean the odds are stacked against them. And if that's you, you need to know how to fight back against these disadvantages. Here's the thing. A father isn't just another parent. He's a role model, a structure, a guide. And when he's missing, a few key things happen. Number 1. No male role model for discipline and strength. I grew up with my mother. I rarely met my father. So the only role model I had growing up was my mom. Don't get me wrong, she did everything in her power to provide the best for me and my sibling, and I am grateful for that. But there are some things that a boy needs to learn from a father. I had to figure out manhood on my own. What does it mean to be strong? When do you stand your ground? How do you navigate a world that expects so much from you as a man? My mother gave me love, patience, and understanding, but she couldn't teach me what she didn't know. She couldn't show me how to handle anger the way a man should, or how to carry the weight of responsibility without breaking. So, I learned through trial and error. I looked to older boys, to men on TV, to anyone who seemed to have it figured out. And that led to make bad decisions influenced by my idols. A father teaches a boy how to handle responsibility, self-control, and resilience. Without that, boys often struggle with emotional regulation, meaning anger issues, impulsiveness, or difficulty handling failure. Number 2. Higher risk of emotional and behavioral problems. Studies show that boys without fathers are more likely to develop anxiety, depression, and aggression. Many struggle with self-worth. They don't know how to define themselves as men. Number 3. They're more likely to seek manhood in the wrong places. Without a father, boys often look to the streets, social media, or unhealthy peer groups for a definition of masculinity. That can lead to toxic behavior, bad decisions, and even crime. But here's the good news. You're not stuck with the disadvantages you were born with. If you grew up fatherless, there's a way to build yourself into the man you want to be. So, how do you fix it? If you didn't have a strong father figure, you have to create your own path. Here's how. Step 1. Find male mentors. If you didn't have a father to teach you how to be a man, find strong, responsible male role models. This could be a coach, a teacher, a mentor, an older friend, or even books and online content from wise men. Learn from them. Watch how they handle responsibility, conflict, and success. Step 2. Develop self-discipline. One of the biggest things missing in fatherless boys? Structure. Set daily habits. Wake up early, work out. Read. Handle your responsibilities. Master self-control. Because if you can't control your emotions, you'll be controlled by them. Step 3. Learn how to handle rejection and failure. We often face a tough reality. Our mothers protect us too much. We're taught to avoid risk, not face it. Challenges become fears and we grow unprepared. Many fatherless boys struggle with rejection. Rejection from women, jobs, life itself. You have to learn resilience on your own. See failure as a lesson, not a death sentence. Step 4. Build a brotherhood. Find strong, like-minded men to surround yourself with. because a fatherless boy with no strong male friends? He's at serious risk of falling into weak mindsets. Build a network of men who challenge you to level up. Step 5. Take full responsibility for your life. Look, you didn't choose to grow up without a father, but at some point, you have to stop blaming the past and take full responsibility for your future. Because the world doesn't care about your disadvantages. It only cares if you rise above them. Growing up without a father is a disadvantage. That's just reality. But staying weak because of it? That's a choice. You can either let it define you, or you can use it as fuel to build yourself into a stronger, more disciplined, and more capable man. So, what are you going to do? The next move is yours.